Second down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Foles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Foles. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try to make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Second and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Here we go. 44. Blue there.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
36.
Prescott yet again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Flush to his right. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Be alert, be alert.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Get ready, get ready. Go, go. Hayden's goal, Hayden's goal. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 1-1. Joker. Hit him. Check 6, God.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, kill! 47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, kill!
March 47. You can't block me. You can't.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here we go. Go right in.
47's the mic.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, switch gears.
We're going to 54. Why in? 52.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why in? 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check, 47. I got it. Switch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott caught left side by Cobb. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. Going right side. He has Witten. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Check.
We're going to 53. 26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man left. 3 down. Hey, check.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, solid one.
Check safety.
Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 67 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Kill.
What we got?
They'll run. This is Blue. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, 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 check.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I do.
Tight guard.
13.
Check, check, check.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the lane.
Flat.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
Receiver.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Fielded at the 33. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 51 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
180.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Foles. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Foles going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Leonard Fournette. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Go!
54, right there.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, let's go.
54. Mike's 54.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check curls. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tonight, 180!
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
47. Check, 47. Here we go, G. Here I come.
Switch, hey.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.